life before Adeara was very, very chaotic. There was no structure, no routine, nothing like that. It was just always up in the air. My main focus every day was basically how am I going to get high on, the space of the air. And I'd wake up, it would be like the first thing on my mind. Throughout the day, it would be the first thing on my mind, also the first thing on my mind in the evening. So I really didn't have any other time to focus on anything else. I remember just before coming into the center, a few months prior, I did give birth to my daughter. So I was somehow managed to take care of my baby, but in the same time, my main focus was always my addiction. So I felt very trapped and like a prisoner in my addiction. I felt like there was no hope in life, and there was no answers to help me get sober. I felt like that was my life. And today now, I'm coming up to 9 years clean and sober. It's quite amazing. So every day, I know I have a purpose in my life. I have 2 beautiful children and a wonderful husband. So every morning I do wake up and I know that I am here for a purpose. I love my life. I have God on my side. Like I feel more at peace, and I feel like I have more freedom. With all of the support that I also have in my recovery, family and friends, my dad and my stepmom, very, very supportive, and they help me with my recovery. I have relationships with some counselors and some friends that are also in recovery. So just knowing that I have that support and knowing that I can trust in Jesus as well, that I feel way more at peace and that I have more freedom in my recovery. That Adeara does that has impacted me the most. There's a few different things, but I think number one would be that it's a Christian-based center, so it just allows us to get closer in our relationship with Jesus, and then having it a long-term center, that is huge. I believed it before, but I definitely believe it now 100% that in order to recover, to be sober and walk through recovery, you need to be in a treatment center for long term. So I was at Adeara for 3 years, and I think if I didn't do that length of time, that there could have been a risk of relapsing or maybe just falling right back into my addiction. So definitely that long-term commitment, and then really the routine and scheduling. As simple as that sounds, but that is something that struggling in addiction, we need that routine and scheduling. And I always say it to other people too who are struggling with addiction. Right now I volunteer for the Stay Sober class, so that's something that like I said, I'm a true believer on that, so I always let people know that that's like our very first thing that we need to focus on. And if it starts slacking or it starts going away, then it's a warning sign to us that we need to get back on here. So that's also how my life is like today too. It's quite scheduled, or I schedule everything, and it's quite routine, and that there makes me feel safe.